Well, hello there everyone and welcome back to Manor Lords. Here we are, our large town of number 1 and second settlement over here, number 2, that is actually coming along quite nicely. It's a bit more rigid and kind of going with that, but we are fully stabilized food-wise across our regions and it's time to expand. The point we have here now is pretty much almost there on our army. Not sure how many we're allowed. Is it 6 again? Are you back home yet? You're not back home. But we've got 3 crossbowmen, 2 spear militia, and 1 retinue that's almost full now. So eventually we want money to get these guys covered in actual armor. So we'll probably go with, to be fair, should we go Gameson first? So at the moment, I always do the helmets, but I don't know whether it's worth it. Whether we go for the just normal armor. At the moment, we've got no money to actually do so. So until we're actually producing and stabilized and kind of selling something of worth that we have, we can't quite do that yet. Now, what we probably want to do is go back in and just double check our smaller trades. Now, what's good is we may have now unlocked the ability to sell rye and flour and those types of things as well. Once we're established with that, we can kind of scale up the farms here as well. I'm going to now go ahead and turn off the eggs. We're going to stop buying those guys in. And I think we'll leave the bread kind of coming in. The other things we could do is wool. So we could actually say, if we're ever in a position that we have, I don't know, 80 wool spare because we're making thingies, then we'll get rid of that as well. We don't have the trade route to actually unlock it yet, but we're importing 30 ale. We're exporting the shoes, which I now need to actually go up more, so we've got some spare. And then we need to come in and consider how we're going to go in terms of clothing. So let's come into our houses a second and let's take a look at what we want to do. So we're stabilized on the old royal tax. Now if we come into here, it's iron slabs and planks, do we kind of tempted to potentially go into tools, but I'm not sure. We don't have enough iron to kind of keep that going because we don't have deep mining or anything. That's not really useful. So just going to leave them kind of working on spears. Now, let's go ahead and reduce down one of these chicken ones here just a second. And we're going to come in to a tailor workshop. And let's see what it takes. I can't remember what it does take for some of these. And we'll kind of adapt to that and slowly get in another one of those because we need another item we can kind of sell. I also think getting these to tier 3 is the smart play because we'll be able to just take money from them. So we'll keep that going as well, because if I come into our tax, our trade tree here, we are making a few hundred, but it doesn't look like it's that much. Now ignore the carrots. What we want is last 30 days actually. Let's go current. No, let's go previous year. Yeah, it's a bit more accurate. So at the moment then, these are the things we're selling. So we're always selling crossbows. So we need to go into normal bows as well. I think that's another wooden product we can sell. Beer obviously is the thing we're buying in as well as salt. So we're just out really. We're basically spending 585. I've just turned off the eggs. So let's say 400 we're kind of working on now. So I need to kind of work on that. Imports are pretty crazy. Bread, obviously, we'll have that gone soon as well, which actually doesn't matter. So let's just focus on getting the bread up, and we will have that. So I don't know whether I go straight to another 3 fields here, guys. I think that's sensible. Let's get that rye fertility turned on, and let's get these guys adapted over here. There we go. We got 3 more. So what I'm going to do is get these guys up and running in the same fashion as well. So we'll have literally a good rotation of them. We've got enough to do that, and we've got more people coming in, so I'm just going to try it. So we're going to go for 2 rye, then we're going to go fallow, rye, and then rye, fallow, rye. That should cover all of them. We'll do that, and hopefully our workers will get to going on that, and we'll just ramp up bread like you wouldn't believe, and we'll stop buying it in. That should give us a good income of about 1,000 gold a year, which is more than enough for us to actually accommodate expanding and buying in what we need, which is going to be more salt eventually, right? Obviously, do keep in mind as we scale up our livestock, we're also going to be scaling up our production, which is wool, yarn, and meat at some point. So we could even sell off some lambs too. So when we get to a certain point where they're breeding quicker than we can kind of work on them, we will sell them off. So yeah, there's a whole lot to consider. And if I can keep on top of getting these guys upgraded as well, we'll obviously have more gold coming in from there. Let's check in on the other one as well. And before we continue on though, guys, I do want to say a massive thank you to you always being here. Yeah, I really, really appreciate you being here, and sorry about that. The dog, as always, kicking off. Hopefully I cut most of that out, but I do appreciate you being here. It really, really does help me. Now, over here, we have a regional wealth of 25, so we can continue to get in our vegetables. My complete main aim for this section is to have food stabilized and not pushing it any further. We are building another apiary, which obviously I'm testing if it still works. With multiple, it may work, it may not, right? We can only try. And let's go ahead and buy our last retinues in. So 24. We've got more than enough money to do it. We'll have enough before long, and then I'll get those guys upgraded to full heavies soon as well. But that makes me very comfortable that we've pretty much got a full army. I'm fairly certain anyway. Oh my god, we can get more. No, we'll get another one. Let's get a 4th crossbowman as well then. We're not almost at a full army. I'm noticing small ticks of planks and stuff kind of going in here, which is great. So we are selling them. I did just see it tick, which is great. So hopefully that continues to go. And we're seeing all of these going into where they need to go as well. So that's really good. We just need to make sure the planting is keeping up, which I think it is. We've got a good forest over there to continue cutting from. All right, let's get one more in this apiary then, and we'll just keep a watch. I don't think we can get any in the winter, obviously. Oh, no, we do. We do get some. Let's see if it still works with more than 2. Just want to check, because when you look at the wording, it says it in a weird way, right? So it says, every region can sustain up to 2 apiaries by default. Placing more will not increase yields. It does make them pointless if it doesn't. If it isn't broken, but I have a feeling, yeah, see, we're getting more. So I'm just going to, we can pump those out, I think. Anyway, we have a bandit camp that we need to deal with once again. So we will 100% go and take that out. So we'll go line up once again over here in a defensive stance, and we'll go from there. That should be fine. Look at this rye already growing. We haven't actually sorted these out yet, so they won't do it until spring. So you need to kind of get it ready before spring to get it growing, but that's fine. I reckon we'll still get some yield from them, and we'll be in a good spot. I'm just keeping an eye on these so I can start kind of getting them going. We have good dollar now, so I think for sake of variety, some of these are going to be eggs, and I think I'll go with these 3. As we have enough for them, and then we'll keep these maybe business wise. I'm not sure yet. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to run that, but that is what we're going to do. And then we'll just make sure we are good. Again, variety is just down to it being winter. We're not producing anything else, but we will have a good amount of honey, eggs, and meat coming in eventually when it's distributed, he says. And over here, this just makes me happy. There is numbers. Look at those veggies finally. Right, we're over at the bandits, and they did just steal from us, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's come to the top of the hill. It is a right old hill, isn't it? Not something I'd ever want to be fighting up into. Anyway, put it that way. In debt to the king. Yeah, don't you worry. We'll sort it out. The family is hungry. Apparently my soldiers are hungry. Oh, wait. Hold on. They have a plus 25 for experience. Since when was that a thing? I don't remember that being a thing. All right, here we go. We are going to clash and push. Get them. Get them, boys. There we go. Job done. Let's get this straight into our treasury once more, because as I say, we are leveling out our regional wealth within the year, I hope. Straight to the treasury, so we're not in debt anymore. Yeah, we're definitely getting more honey with the 3 as opposed to the 2 guys, so it still works. So we could just hammer out apiaries here. Interesting. And as this gold keeps going up, we are going to go ahead and get in what we probably would need. And that's going to be a cobbler's shop. And let's get that over here. So let's start producing some shoes. That did not take long. Let's come on in. And let's get a production limit of... might just say 40 now, and we'll get a reserve of 10 leather in there as well. We're keeping that continually going anyway, same with the woodcutters and stuff. I'm just going to keep all of it flowing as much as possible, and then we've got enough for more. So let's keep going along here, and then we'll also upgrade some of these living spaces where we can. There we go. So we don't have to worry about the families here, and hopefully we'll keep the money flowing nice and tightly there. And then, have you guys sorted that? Not quite. How my sheepies doing? Looking good. None of the lambs growing up yet. We need more adults, please. But all in all, starting to look really good, actually. And if I just look over now, our leather is incredible. We could probably sell some leather off too. Let's consider that. We'll leave it just on the export at the moment. We'll say just 200. So we've got enough for the shoes and to distribute to the houses, because we've got 111 houses. That should be more than enough. And we need to get more ale in, don't we? And then incoming berries now. Yes, it is good. It is beautiful. Look at the veg. Whew. I think it does help that we're getting in other stuff. And it kind of lets the other ones build as a bit of a buffer. How's the honey doing over here now as well? Yep, that number's definitely ticking up. So the best way we can tell is to see it in the houses here. I think food variety, though, is going to be a problem until we... oh, no, veg did come in. Until we get bread going, though. And just more families in general just kind of producing is my thinking. That's my theory. So we just expand and get veg going. With every bit of marketplace and money we make over here. Not in a rush, as I say. Then we've got 4 spare now, so we could... it's April... I might see if we can utilize this one farmhouse. Let's get another one in ready. And I'll get that off the back of that house as well. So we'll kind of get these upgrades done. We'll see if these guys are able to get a field or two completed. It's April, so we might only get a tiny bit. Haven't quite got the population yet. But I am hoping the shoes will come in handy from here. So they should start to really make good stuff here. Let's get that upgraded. And let's get the granary upgraded when we can. I don't think that needs as much though. And then we'll keep getting these upgrades in. And building what we can farm-wise. So we've got 3 more veggie plots there. That should cover us. Yeah, looks like we are going to get some in from these 2 as well. So we're going to get a really, really good yield over here. This is going to be good. So, in the meantime, I'm going to upgrade this granary because it is going to need the goods in there. And actually, let's check trade for the year because it looks like we are getting more in for this year. Current year, slightly better. I think we're maybe buying in less. No. Okay. But money's okay because we gain from our houses too. So, actually, I think we're stabilizing it pretty well. Look at this. Look at these veg and berries. I think it's safe to say that the orchards did get kind of heavy nerf though. It's a shame they don't fill all of this, but they're not getting as much as I'd like to see from them, so they're not quite as good. It might be time for us to get in a second person in the storehouses as well to get a firewood store on the go. No, we're okay actually. It's gone back up to 100. And we're getting in enough gold to keep going. So we stick to what we were saying. I don't know if I need to spend it on these veggies. I won't lie to you. So I think we come in. So we're not producing eggs from those yet, but we will be. These are going to be businesses as well. So we need to kind of focus on the upgrade. What do I want to do? This is a tier 2. So money-wise, I wasn't sure which kind of industry we need to go down here. I think we just wait. I don't think we need to get anything going on those tier 2s yet. We can keep them going, can't we? And then these are definitely going to be the another egg. Another egg there as well. Does that make 3 there, doesn't it? Yep, that'll be good. So as soon as we get them in for that. Although I'll go for another ox first, so I can assign 1 to the logging camp, which I'm going to do now. So I'm going to get 1 straight assigned to that. And we're going to get yield. We're going to get our first barley. And so actually a brewer will be good then. I think we'll try and get ale up and running over here. And then as the next ones kind of come in, let's go 2 and 2 now. And that still leaves us with 1 fam. Perfect. I think we're adapting. We are adapting. Let's get you upgraded. You upgraded. And year 8 spring. So, how's everything? I still don't need to worry about fuel. Weird how veg just all of a sudden adapted, right? I guess because they're not working as much. I don't know. I don't recall. So when I went to tier 3, maybe there's more families went in there. So now they just generally scale and produce a lot more. I'm really looking forward to this yield, though. That's really kind of what matters this year. As well as some of my lambs growing up. All right, safe to say we're going to have to up our booze trade now. So I'm going to go to 40. I know we can't quite afford it yet, but we will be able to. Like I say, that yield's going to come in. We won't be buying the bread anymore. So I'll leave the bread yield there, but I won't be necessarily purchasing it, if that makes sense. So let's also get these going. We want another chickens there. And then, so that's chicken, chicken, chicken. Perfect. Then we got veg over here. Veg in there. And then we definitely want a veg in that one because that is a good... I think that's going to be all we need for these. I keep getting the indication for new mercenary available, but it's only the Wayward Sons. I'll probably take them. I'm going to sign the contract with them so no one can kind of take them. We can afford them, so let's do it. And then over here, we'll go then into our manor house as well. So let's kind of go that route now. What are we going to need for that, though? We're going to need the stone, aren't we? Tell you what, then. We'll get the stone in. Then we'll get the manor house ready. So this, I kind of want to be with the people. Definitely seeing... So let's just move the marketplace over. Definitely seeing a lot more honey in these houses. Look, and we have a little bit in stock. So yeah, I'll be continuing these. I'll probably go to just a few more. Seems to still work how it did before. So I'll try and keep them as close as possible to each other. I think 5's good. I might not populate them just yet. That's the only thing going here. But yeah, we're at the point where we're going to be getting 2 families in a time over here. So getting some upgrades in is going to help. So we're going to need the stone, which we're grabbing, and then we're going to need to buy in some roof tiles, which is how many? 10. I'm not sure we can actually get those in yet, so I'm just going to set that at the moment. I think I heard a bandit camp, though. I wonder if my Wayward Sons can deal with that. Probably. I'm going to do it. I'm going to sit them on top of this hill. Because one is armored, I believe. Oh, and you're claiming this, are you? Oh, I might go and fight this on the battlefield, guys. What are we working with? Do we fight it? I think we do, because it takes away the need for this. So rather than that, let's rally these guys. You guys stay here. You're fighting, actually, already, aren't you? Get them, boys. Wayward Sons took it out. We'll take that. Straight in there. I want to fight this on the battlefield. Resolve claim on the battlefield, baby. So let's see where it is. Okay, it's all the way up there. Just grab this in for our treasury. And then we'll get these guys over here ready. And we'll get you guys in over here. Hopefully I can fight them in this section here. So let's get these guys back. We're going to have to fight in the zone, aren't we, actually? So we want to be over here. Just get them in. We've got plenty of days to fight them, so it's going to have to be inside the thingies. We've got a pretty big army, so... Okay, they're coming in. That's good. They should come to us, so let's slow it down. Get these guys up front here. I want to fight them in this, really. Go for a pretty wide split here so they can collapse in, and then... These guys will make sure are covered. Now, what I will say is Wayward Sons are pretty effective. This is going to be a pretty nice battle, actually. So let's line these up. Let's get these across here. So we'll curve those in a bit. Hopefully we can protect. Let's get you up there. Let's get you guys nice and spread like that. Hopefully, we're going to pepper the hell out of these. I want to try and take out these retinue beforehand. These guys have really good range, so they're going to absolutely annihilate these as they come through. As much as I want to watch, I also want to be tactical, so I can only watch the first bits of flurries here as they come in. Hopefully, we can take some out. Because we've got some flanking too, which we need to be aware of. No deaths yet. I think we killed 1 or 2 over there. Of the retinue. We did. Oh my goodness. Bye-bye retinue. Holy crap. Look at that. Good night to you. You guys can collapse on that. We're going to get you with a... Oh, wow, that was instant. Holy crap, you get in that as well. Let's get you guys kind of focusing that. Get all of these shooting on that one. And these guys will just kind of get peppering on that. Wayward Sons, you're doing a great job. Push forward. You guys go get stuck in on that. You get a sprint on these so I can get them in the back here. And boom. Bam. And look at that. Collapsed. You shall go. Beautiful. Good job, guys. Push in. Get all these crossbowmen and these guys. Let's turn the focus to this as soon as that one gets killed. There we go. Broken. And broken. I don't think we lost a lot there, guys. Just a couple of the heavy mercenary archers from the Waywards. No problems whatsoever. Job done. So we have a nice freebie there that we've claimed. So we actually have our third region now, guys. Which is cool. So I wasn't intending to come this way, but we'll do it because we can set up a good production here of infinite clay and infinite mining. So it's a no-brainer, right? And I'm going to keep my Wayward Sons just kind of here. They're going to stay with us. Let's go in the middle. A decent fight. We shall take that, right? Right, where are we at then? Let's get reacquainted and adjusted. We're still trying to fix this lack of thingy. Why is it minus 21 for taxation? I'm not taxing that hard. Anyway, we can reduce the taxes if I start taking from over here as well. So let's grab the stone camp and let's continue in. We made a bit of money whilst we were fighting, so very, very good. How are we looking? Sell bits, stop damage. Oh, they're not getting it in. All right, we have some threshing to do, and it looks like we can officially start our farming. So, windmill efficiency, 100. Boom. And then we're going to want a storehouse in the same fashion as before. What I'm going to do, though, is put it over here. So, we're going to want the road to come through. That's actually really nice. Like that. Nice curve around that, and I can probably fit it in over here. Close enough to the markets then as well, and I'll probably bring another road. Nice and cool this way. And we can get a house or two in there, and it's kind of all connected, right? That's good. How much did we lose? I don't think we... Okay, we got barley, so we need a malt house. Malt house. Here it is. Let's get this over here. So, I don't know whether I'll be able to fit the tavern in there. I think I'm just going to uproot some of these. Let's go right there. The malt house. And then we'll continue on. We've got enough to get people in the apiaries that we built as well. So, let's go ahead and do that. And let's just try and keep this food good and running. I think I'm going to get another person in the granary. Let's do that so they can kind of... Two families can work on it, right? You guys can stay there. Looks like we can get a couple more upgrades in. So these guys are just grabbing the last bit of the rye now. I'm hoping they get all that in. So they should be able to bring that over so it's not wasted. Let's get that threshing going, guys. I can see it going up, which is great. We're about to see our first proper yield of bread, which is going to be great. It looks like they're doing all in that one, though. Split it across them, guys. It's weird that they do that. They go to one first until it's full. I wish they'd just go to their respective. So if you four work in that one and you're grabbing some, you only go to this one, if that makes sense. But it is what it is, right? We can set the threshing priority as high so they go and get it done. But I just want it all in for now. Yeah, it looks like we're about to hit the old breadage here. And then yet again, we're going to need to import more ale. So let's go to 50 now. And then everything else will keep going as much as possible. It should be fine. Get threshing, baby. Oh, they do plant first, so you need to put the... I've got it as high. You weirdos. Look at those sausages, eh? I see you. And how are we doing here? Oh my goodness, we have 48 sheep. They all grew up. Breed for me. Breed for me. This number now, that all those sheep kind of multiplied, it should snowball and start going crazy. So that's what I'm hoping happens anyway. Okay, yeah, food's much better now. We've got 2 marketplaces. That was probably what we needed to do. How's fuel looking? That's okay. Yeah, food numbers dwindled, but we're going to get these veggies in as well. And I do think the honey is working. I see it across the houses and multiple getting in as well. So we are maxed on houses now, though. So we need to probably expand. That one's being expanded. If there's any that we can expand, we need to get it done. Now that's going to be a house right there. 2. Beautiful. Right, we'll get 2 in there. And then let's get a nice one in there as well. That which could be another farm. And that will serve pretty well. All right, 3 zones though. I'm quite happy. So at any point we could take over this and work on it. I don't want to work on a 3rd zone just yet, guys. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. Because it can get quite overwhelming. So I like to stabilize. And this still isn't quite stabilized to where I'd want it to be. Now what I will say is bread is about to come in. Just got to wait for them to finish their ploughing of the field and sowing the seeds. So I think, might be worth as the families come in to make it a little bit better. But yeah, we're caught in a bit of a vicious cycle here where we have permanent variety of clothing, food and stuff. But because we might need to just turn off taxation at some point. Let's see if we can get the manor house in here. So we're just waiting on some planks. Let's go advanced here. Let's take this up to 30 so we can actually get a little bit of a surplus. Yeah, we've got a good amount of everything else, haven't we? And then let's pause the stonecutters camp because that's actually producing way more than we need to worry about. I'm hoping some kind of threshing has occurred, which it has. And let's go ahead and get you and then a communal oven. Here it is. So we're going to get the bready boys in, which are going to go right there, I think. I don't think I need to worry about anything else. I might just leave it as is. And then malt house, we'll get 1 in there. Let's see if we can accommodate. And then brewery. I don't need to worry about the beer yet. So let's actually pause that one up. And let's focus on the bread first. Alright, threshing is now upon us. They've actually split it between the 2, which is great. So that, yeah, I just needed high priority on here as well. So they are actually grabbing from the other one. We are about to be drowning in bread. So I'm just going to get more people in the communal oven. We've got the people. And then that should fix everything. And I should be able to then turn off bread eventually in here, but it's all about the ale. So my biggest issue is how slow the tavern is to stock. Now this granary, they're not doing anything. They're transporting everywhere else, but they don't actually transport beer. You can just watch them, see what they do. Okay, they're transporting bread for us, which is interesting. Okay, they're kind of acting as a free-for-all because they're not marketplaces. They just go around transporting everywhere. That's actually not bad. So you know what? I do see a beer in there, or did. We can keep that going, and then we can get this happiness up. We just need to keep that entertainment going, and I think through the love of bread... Oh, baby! Bread is the best food in the world, by the way. We are going to be in a position where I can leave the trade open, but they won't be permanently buying it. So we should start to see our money really, really go up here, which is what we're trying to work on to get our the happiness up, to actually get more families in, because we can't even expand our army at the moment. And then with that, we can buy in our armor. I think we're finally getting there, man. That is the highest 50. There we go. That just dipped into the next month. Oh, it just went down again. Why does it keep going down twice? I will never understand it. It went down once, then went down again. So it's just got a bit of a mind of its own sometimes. Which is a shame. A lot of it is down to this alcohol, which is just sat in here. They need to hurry up and actually do the deed, you know. But money is going up, so that does make me happy. And so are my lammy sheep numbers. Let's try and lower the tax to 8% again. And then, have I got my goods in? We've got the plank, so let's pause it up. I should now be able to get in my manor house. So, manor house, oh manor house. I think you deserve to just go there. Just get you. So we've got our own little army there. We'll get that one in. Then I should be able to start taxing these. They're happy. They're happy people over here. So, okay. So what are we working with? I think we officially have some flour. We do. So let's go ahead and get a communal oven in place. So just one that's just slowly baking that bread, I think. Oh, I feel good. And then as we get these more families in, we're slowly going to be able to expand this out further, I think. All right, there is a bandit camper, but I'm not going to deal with it just yet. I actually want to just keep stable here. Now, what I will be doing is still getting more of that in. and expanding it. And I want to just get those numbers going. And then we just need to get this under control. It's weird because they're happy enough for me to upgrade them, but we're not happy enough to get stuff in. So a bandit camp will give us what we need to actually be high enough to pay the king, but I think we're okay. I have just noticed we may need to go down to just one. So some are really good, some are really bad on fertilization here. I'm just going to leave them running though, see what happens. I think we just unlock policies over here because we have the manor house. So let me take a look at whether one is going to be worth it. Nope, definitely not. But yeah, on that note, let's get the taxes going. I'm actually going to pop an 8% one over here as well. It should be enough to still get one family in a month. We only want slow growth. We should be okay. And yeah, we'll just continue to kind of buy and sell. Because at the moment, it's going really well. Just by selling some blinking planks, it's great. Alright, I am going to upgrade one brewery here now. And we are, in fact, going to get just some beer going. I'm not going to put pub down yet. I'm just going to get beer kind of producing with the barley we're going over here with. And because I've got the malt house and I've got the people in to kind of deal with it. And we're getting loads of bread in. Look at this. It's so good. And how much bread have we got over here now? 65. You absolute legends. Still no families in though. Look at that. It is a glorious sight, 100%. I mean, need one more clothing, which we did get right. Let's just go into our tailor shop now. Let's take a look at what we need to craft these. So linen dye. I think it's going to be cloaks. So we'll set just a little bit of a reserve in the yarn there. And then we'll need to make some dye from the berries. We don't need a lot. We just need some. So we're going to set a production limit quite low of 40 on those. And then we're going to get a dye workshop, which will use our berries. But I will be okay with it using them, if that makes sense. Because I'll set a limit. I'll set a really small limit of 10 dye. I think we have enough in surplus for when each one comes around for it to do that. I need to deal with those bandits because they're stealing my goods, but it's fine. So yeah, relatively happy. We'll keep that family going. Hopefully we get some more in over here really, really soon. It looks like it should, but that taxation and lack of entertainment on the previous month is the problem. It seems to be stacking constantly. So we just need the booze to come in. But guys, that is going to be where we end this one out. We have some really good stuff going on, actually. We're taking over our third zone, which we're not yet occupying, but we have some good stuff. So we got our own bread production in both zones coming in pretty well, and I'm quite happy with that. As always though, guys, if you could hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already, it really, really does help me. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one.